Just a quick disclaimer before the video starts. This video was heavily inspired by Enviosity. He's a great Genshin content creator, and I've learned a lot from him and his F2P ways, because he legitimately is the F2P Archon in Genshin. All of my ideas that came to mind came from Enviosity, so I'll put his Twitch and YouTube channel in my link, and hopefully that solves the misunderstandings, if there's any. Sorry about that, and onto the video. So, floor 11 has changed again, but not really. Chamber 1 is still a monolith, but I guess the formation has changed, and also the mechanics of the AI and what hilichurls or enemies target what first. Tried to learn the AI's mechanics, and I noticed that the first hilichurls with the flaming bats that spawn target you and not the monoliths, so don't kill them yet, and I advise you kill the archers first, as they will deal the most damage to the monolith, the first one that spawns specifically, and then the first shielded mythicals that spawn target the monolith, and it alternates. Once you kill the archers, they will spawn another set of archers, but they will be targeting you this time, and I think all the archers onwards target you. Just the first wave of archers is gonna target the monolith, and it alternates. If the shielded hilichurls will go to the monolith first, then to you second, then the monolith again, then to you again. Basically it just alternates. You'll get what I mean once you start it. And then the second half, I noticed that the shielded mythicals, the rock shielded ones, target the monolith, while the hilichurls that toss slimes at you will be targeting you instead. Just worry about the shielded hilichurls and not the grenadiers, because they won't be a problem to deal with once you get them out of the way of the monolith. Once you have killed all of the hilichurls in the field in second half, one lava curl will spawn, and it will target you if it detects you first, I think. I don't know how the AIs work, but I think that's how it works. And try not to get near the monolith, because it does a lot of damage. As you know, it slams a lot, it smashes. I don't know what to tell you, it's strong. I built a team that would complete floor 11 chambers 2 and 3. Chamber 1 will be left out for now. I can't full clear all of them at once with just one set of team. First half we have Eula, Fischl, Sincho, and Noel. And I guess there's not much to say here other than go for the Anima Boxer first, because he's the one that's gonna be the most annoying. Next, I suggest you target the Electro Hammer, because as you can see, I semi-prevented it from charging up, but yeah, if that charged up, that would be a pain, because Electro... what do you call it? Oh yeah, Overload will be all over the place. So yeah, go for the Electro Hammer first. And obviously, once you got the two of them out of the way, go for the 2 Pyrochanters. Might be easy if you have Barbara, which everyone has, obviously, because she's a free-to-play character, and that's first half. Now for the second half, we have Jean, Bennett, Kay, and Chongyun. Chongyun is not built. I just brought Chongyun just so that he can drop his E when I fight the Lectors and Heralds. So the main focus here is to kill the Hydro Gunner as fast as possible, and then go for the Geochanter. Yes, I do have a Claymore character, but that Claymore character is so fragile that in one hit he might be dead by then. And then once you get the Geochanter out of the way, you can go ham with the Cryo Gunners, and that is second half of Chamber 2. Alright, I want to set a disclaimer real quick. This wasn't done on the first attempt. I attempted this a lot, but all of those attempts were in the span of 12 hours, and I just cut it out because I didn't want the video to be long. Yeah, that's it. I forgot that the Ruin Hunters and Ruin Guards had physical resistance, but I don't think Eula cares in this situation. So I just basically went ham on the physical damage, even though they have resistance to it. But look at that, 98k, and that's with the Ruin Hunter. I really didn't know what I was doing, but I just went and made a team that would complete floor 11 chamber 2 and 3. And other than that, it's just a downhill. Second half, still have Jean, Bennett, Kay, and Chong Yun. Now, I don't know if this is just my preference, but I suggest going for the Abyss Lector first because he can't be crowd controlled whatsoever unless you have Venti, Sucrose, or Jean, which in this case I do have Jean, but if you don't, go for the Abyss Lector first. And the Abyss Herald will just be a collateral damage at that point. And let the Anemo boost work. I guess Anemo MC could do the job with this, but other than that, if you don't have at least one crowd controller, you're gonna have a hard time with second half chamber 3. And yeah, this is where my attempt. Now obviously we haven't full cleared floor 11 yet. As you can see, we only have 8 stars. We're gonna do chamber 1 again, but this time we're gonna make a team that is specifically for chamber 1. And I took advantage of this world damage, which I have Sucrose, Anemo MC, and Jean. I didn't have that much Anemo artifacts to begin with, but just from the buff of the Abyss makes it a lot easier. And here we have the Lava Curl. I used Noel to burst it down, or I guess chip its shield so that it can take damage more easily. And if I hadn't if I had been in the way of the monolith, that would have hit it for sure. I'll cut back to it right now. Yeah, so make sure if he does that smash attack, don't lean it towards the monolith, because that will deal a lot of damage. I think it will strike 3 times, depending on how lucky you were with the opponent's attack. But other than that, once you have destroyed this shield, it can be staggerable and yeah, easy damage. Floor 11, full cleared. And for floor 12. Again, this wasn't done on the first attempt. I am just cutting this video just for the sake that it wouldn't be 1 hour long, because I really don't want to post a YouTube video that long, and that's why I did this into 2 parts. So yeah, there we go, found it. I think this is it. Time to commentate. They brought floor 12 back with the 2 Geobishops with the most obnoxious elements they have ever used. Well, it's not really as obnoxious as the previous one, but I think this one is a bit easier just because I main Jean and the swirl damage buff is advantage to me. But other than that, I use the physical damage team despite knowing that they have a physical resistance, but let's ignore that because Eula also ignores the fact that they have physical resistance. So on this team we have Eula, Bennett, Xiangling, and Fischl. The reason why I partnered Bennett and Xiangling again is because one here infuses with cryo, and I like to get that melt damage going, while Eula shreds it with physical damage, and Fischl just for support. Second half we have Jean, Sincho, Kaya, and Sucrose. As you know, I have recently built Sucrose, and I built her at the exact time the Abyss had this buff, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Even though these Geobishops can't be crowd controlled if they are in their infused form, I still enjoyed that elemental mastery damage from Swirl. And yeah, just freezing them and dealing continuous damage, whether it would do anything or not. Just like freezing, I don't think freezing does damage unless you shatter it with a claymore. And I'm sorry for that view. I didn't expect my camera angle to go that way. Ignore that. I was lucky enough that the other Geobishop infused with Hydro, and that would mean that it could get a perma-freeze easily. And it's a good thing I have Sucrose because it can just transfer the cryo effect to the other one. And that is my attempt on Chamber 1 of Floor 12. Now I just want to say again, I did not complete this in my first attempt. There's no way. If I said this disclaimer on floor 11, then you would know this disclaimer would also apply to floor 12, because obviously floor 12 is much harder, although it has gotten a little bit easier, just a little bit. No, would I say it's easier? No, it's not easier, it's just a little bit faster. That's it. It's still hard. Now we have a team for floor 12 chamber 2. That would be Jean, Anima MC, Sucrose, and Sincho. Reason why we're using this team again is because we need to remove their cryo status, and what better way to do that than when freezing them? And we use the 3 Animo characters again so that they can be crowd controlled easily and not be all over the place, just like in the previous floor 12 chamber 2. And then, as much as possible, I would stagger the cryo Season Mage because I really don't like it when the Seasons spawn, because her shield is up 24/7, and I especially don't have a pyro unit, so that's why I want to burst this down quickly. And just noticed, Sincho's ult hit the Cryo Assassin Mage from 5 meters away. I don't know if that's a bug or the game didn't know who to target, but I'll take it. And now we have second half, Xiangling, Fischl, Kaya, and Bennett. Now I used the elemental team on this one because I don't like to use physical damage on this one despite using it earlier. But the reason why is because they will spin attack whenever they want, just like right now. And yeah, they would be shy and just go away from your reach, but luckily Bennett clutched that, and then we have the Lava Curl heal. Now I don't have the Claymore user, and I wish I did, but I figured Xiangling, Bennett, and Fischl will do the job of breaking the shield, despite me not having a Claymore. But other than that, I was still doing pretty decent damage, despite its shield being up. But yeah, Overload will destroy it. And once its shield is down, obviously, we can just kill it. And there we go, that is my attempt for floor 12 chamber 2 second half. Wait, why did I say it so specific? Floor 12 chamber 2, yeah. Here is my team for floor 12 chamber 3. That would be Bennett, Xiangling, what was it again? Yeah, Bennett, Xiangling, Sucrose, and Ganyu. And Ganyu is there for support, so that she can apply cryo effect on all of them, while Bennett and Xiangling do all the melt. Now I go for the Abyss Lecter first because apparently he has a lot of health, and I want to deplete that as much as possible. And then the Abyss Mages will just be collateral damage. Sucrose to crowd control all of them, Xiangling to support Bennett, and yeah. Now I know that cut a little bit oddly, but that's because I hit the pause button on my recording software in the second half. We steer the Abyss Herald towards the Pyro Abyss Mage's direction, so that the Abyss Mage will use its shield, because the Pyro Abyss Mage's shield is the one that I am stressing to destroy in my attempts. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Pyro Abyss Mage first. And then obviously I will try to make the Abyss Herald collateral damage as much as possible, and then make the Cryo Abyss Mage teleport here, so that when it infuses, I'm just gonna use Anemo MZ's ult. Just like what I'm gonna do here right about now, I think. Yeah. And look at that. The Abyss Herald shield is almost depleted, and Fischl is there to destroy the Cryo Abyss Mage's shield. And once it has been destroyed, I will now go for the Cryo Abyss Mage. Now I thought I didn't have enough time, but never mind. Crowning my Jean was the best decision I have ever done. Here are my builds: floor 12, chamber 3. Thanks for watching, guys. Next video is probably gonna be the Vagabond event, although I am posting this video late, and I'm saying this now because the voiceover was done today as of recording, June 30. Yeah, the Vagabond event is next. Yeah, see you next time.